What's up, Comic Frontline? Is Mr. J here with another comic review for you guys. Are you guys ready for something all new? Something all different? Well, it's time to go into Marvel now with Scarlet Witch issue number 1. This is written by James Robinson. You guys might know from stuff like Starman, Airboy, and several other great projects he did, stunt on Justice League and all that other stuff. He's going to be writing one of my personal favorite Avengers. I've been a Scarlet Witch fan for years. And the art is done by Vanessa Del Rey with coloring by Jody Belair. And I want to give a special shout out to the colorist because the color really makes this art pop. And this book opens up with a quote from the Bible: "Or thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." So that's pretty cool. I love the coloring in this book. Like I said, the artwork looks great to me. It's dark, but it fits the vibe of the book. I love the hues of crimson in here. It uses the scarlet and crimson really well to highlight the book. And I really like this image of the city at night. It's really cool. And basically we have Wanda investigating this murder of these these poor people, right? These lower class, underprivileged people who suddenly kind of go through this bout of temporary insanity, and they just start killing people. And then Wanda realizes that this is actually part of a ritual, because she notices that a bunch of cats have been murdered, and that's actually part of an ancient Celtic sacrifice to summon a demon, and the demon possesses them and is what causes all this hate and anger, and that infectious energy is what causes these people to commit these crimes that they would otherwise not commit, because she notices that on their records they have no priors and no possible hints at intention of committing a crime like this. Again, look at this great artwork, really nice expression on Wanda's face too. And another thing I really like about this is she like I said, the book is set in New York as always, and Wanda lives in this castle, but not just any castle, the castle of her former mentor, Agatha Harkness. Agatha Harkness was one of two people to help train her, Wanda, to figure out her powers, because when she first had her powers, she really didn't know how to control them, and then she realized that she could use magic as a means to help, and she learned a little bit from Stephen, Doctor Strange, but when she realized she wanted to specialize in witchcraft, he sent her off to Agatha Harkness, which is really cool. And she's actually kind of being heckled, or kind of her sidekick in this issue, which I'm assuming in this series will be the ghost of Agatha Harkness. Really cool. And basically, Wanda figures out that the cop that is helping her with this investigation is actually being possessed by this demon. And so she performs an exorcism. I'm going to find that page, because that page is really cool. I love how they show magic in here. And so she performs an exorcism on the demon. And she does manage to kill the demon, but when she connects with the demon's mind to figure out why it's causing all this havoc, she senses kind of a, for lack of a better term, a disturbance in the magical force, which I believe is kind of hinted at in Doctor Strange as well, so I thought that was cool. I don't read Doctor Strange, but from what I've heard, that's also kind of hinted at. That's pretty interesting. And she feels that something is wrong. Somebody is tampering with the very foundations of witchcraft itself. And so she is going to get to the bottom of this. Who is tampering with magic, more specifically witchcraft, and why are they targeting witches and trying to ruin and disturb the balance of witchcraft and magic itself? Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I liked the investigative tone of the book. It felt very kind of supernatural crime type of thing, and I like that with Wanda. I like that she's kind of hunting down cases on her own. And one of the best things I liked about this was the internal monologues where Wanda's talking about, yeah, I made several mistakes in my life and I have to live with that, sure, but I'm not going to let those mistakes define me. Sure, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've even had admittedly some episodes of mental instability, but that was part of my past. I'm going to move on. I'm not just an Avenger. I'm not just, well, she's not Magneto's daughter anymore, but I'm not just Magneto's daughter. I'm not some random inhuman now, I guess. I am Wanda Maximoff, and I am the Scarlet Witch. I'm going to do this, restore the right to magic, because I'm trying, and along the way, she's going to define herself as her own person, which is something that, Wanda has really struggled with. She's really struggled a lot with self-loathing, and I think that's really cool that they're actually addressing this in this comic. And something that I thought was really cool with what Robinson was doing, writing her powers in particular, is that he seems like he's actually trying to balance her powers. Because one thing that I really don't like with writers with Wanda is it's really inconsistent with her. She's either really weak or she's so OP that she can be like Scarlet Witch Ex Machina, where she could just be like wave her hand or yell no more mutants and bam, you know, conjure up babies using Mephisto's soul. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. All of what I'm saying is a real thing. Wanda took down the Wrecking Crew single-handedly. I love this character. As you can tell, I've read West Coast Avengers, I've read Scarlet Witch and Vision, I've read Uncanny Avengers. I don't read the current run though, but it's I love anything with Wanda in it, and I've really enjoyed this issue. If you're into like a supernatural type of crime drama, you like witchcraft and black magic and all that stuff, demons, and you want something a little darker where Doctor Strange is more lighthearted and fun. This is the more darker side of the mystical Marvel universe, it seems like. The more seedy underbelly type of thing. Definitely check this out. I highly recommend it. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5. This is definitely in my top 5. If you want to see where it lands in my top 5, go over to my channel and check out my comic book countdown episode. But until next time, guys, this has been my review for Comic Frontline. I'm Jay from Mr. J's Comic Reviews, and I'll catch you guys later. Until the next review. Peace.